Hello everyone, I am PyroFalkon and this is Monster Rancher. In the last episode we did have to retire Darth Naga, but we have created Bum Bum the Angel, a pixie galley, who has taken his place and is our newest star. She has very little loyalty, but she has okay numbers, and she has managed to win 2 out of 2 fights here in the E-Class. So hopefully she can finish off whatever this dude's name was and take home the gold. Whoa, it's a golem gel? That's a cool design. Oh man, that looks so much cooler than the way it looks in, like, later Monster Ranchers. Alright, so he's got a high defense. So we'll see if lightning can pierce it. Since I posed that question in the last episode, does a monster's intelligence have anything to do with defending intelligence attacks? I don't think it does, but we'll see. Ow. Alright, dick. Hold on. No! Oh, God. That's so wrong against a pixie. Alright, 7 hit points of damage. 10. Okay, probably not. This is not going to wind up being a good fight for us. I may as well go for the cheapest attack I've got. Oh! Can I tap? Yes, I can. Alright, I don't want to get knocked out by Sam. Wait, that doesn't take me out completely, does it? That doesn't take me to the title screen, does it? Don't do it, game. Game. Son of a bitch. Okay, in this reality, to be as fair as possible, I won twice, but now I'm going to tap out and forfeit against Sam just because I was going to try to give up in the previous one. But now we're tied, so I think I'm going to have to fight him anyway. Yeah. Alright, we'll give it one more go, because I would have done that anyway if I hadn't screwed up that entire sequence. But in this reality, she has knockouts now because I've slightly adjusted my strategy. So we'll see if I can beat him in the rematch. See, I'm trying to be fair, you all. I almost said y'all. I hate the word y'all. Anyway, let's beat the crap out of Sam, shall we? I'm gonna have to go for quantity. Wow, she charges her willpower awfully fast. I need to go for quantity because I need to respect the fact that I'm going to have a lot of wasted moves due to foolery. Yeah, like that. Ugh, I might be screwed now. Man, he's hit me twice for moves that are under 20%. Yeah, and I'm not going to be able to beat him if I can't hit harder than that. I like that her push is just a little tiny shin kick. It's adorable. Alright, so yeah, my strategy is to go full Pikachu with this, and it certainly worked against the dinosaurs, but this dude's got way too much defense for me to do that, I think. Oof. Like, he's certainly taking a lot of shots, but... Oh, I think I pulled it off at the end there. Yep, just had to go full Pikachu. Well done, Bum Bum. 3 out of 4. I'll take it. And you win the tournament. You're not ready for the official one yet due to your loyalty loss. Or low loyalty, whatever. Although, if the official E-Class tournament comes up next month, I might go for it anyway. Aw, you're so cute! Now I have a new thumbnail to work with. Alright. So weird that they're calling him his. I know that they're only doing that because they just sort of assume male gender or whatever. And don't worry, I'm not going to SJW all over this game. I'm just saying, like, you know, back when the game came out, that was the default. If you did not know the gender or whatever, or you were using a generic word, you said him or he. And I think in Monster Rancher 2 forward, they would use it. But, I tend to use whichever pronoun is from whichever person gives me the name, basically. Although all my pixies are girls. Please don't at me. Please. Don't at me. All right, so have a fish, and is there an official tournament this month? There is. I mean, she's got the numbers for it. I guess I need to go for it, right? But as soon as we get out of the official tournament, oh, come on. That was another thing. She succeeded in all of her training, or her work, in this alternate reality. So her numbers are slightly better. Not bad. Let's get intelligence to 200, and anything short of that, it's not going to be good enough. Okay, to the rest. It's so cute that she's got a little table. The first time I realized that the game was able to produce specific monsters from specific discs was, I believe Monster Rancher 2 did this as well. Monster Rancher 2 had an angel, but the only way that I knew of that you could get her, my stepmom had this big collection of CDs, and I would just grab it and sit down and start monstering. I mean, I'm sure we all have if we played Monster Rancher. And there was a tribute album to the death of Princess Diana that was written by Elton John, and that particular CD produced an angel. And even at the time, I was like, was that on purpose? Because, you know, I didn't know how they did the thing. Oh my god, they have little stumpy feet. I see. So when you're a baby Suezo, you have little stumpy feet, and then when you grow up to an adult Suezo, you lose your little feeties? Is that how that works? Like a reverse tadpole? Anyway. So I do know with the announcement of the original Monster Rancher getting remade for the Switch, I believe Koei Tecmo came out with a full breakdown of how they determined the CDs or something like that. So I'm going to have to look into that. I mean, a lot of secrets have been revealed over the years just because it's an old game at this point. So, crap. Oh, good, I delivered it anyway. I'll say, I hope I didn't miss a foolery chance. Oh, you're just an asshole. Get away from me. Whoosh! Full Pikachu! Thunderbolt! Pikachu! Hooray! But yeah, I want to look into that, because I know that a lot of the numbers have been broken down and dissected. And as I said in the first episode, that doesn't really interest me. I find it interesting, you know, and if it's a game that I don't really care about, you know, that I'm not one to deep dive into, I'll check those numbers, because it's cool. I love the math behind the games. Especially like MMOs, man. There's so much math going on behind the scenes in an MMO. And that's just combat. That's not talking about graphics or processing power or anything like that. So those are cool. But like for Monster Rancher and Pokemon, I kind of want to live in the world, you know what I mean? So I don't want those numbers. I don't necessarily want the breakdown. But I know that information is out there. And the subject is fascinating, even if I don't necessarily want to partake in the numbers. It's a little bit like losing the magic, I suppose. I'm the same way when it comes to movies. I don't like seeing behind-the-scenes stuff because it doesn't ruin it. I don't think much can ruin my emotions behind a particular piece of art, which is why I reject it when like people are like, yeah, this thing is whatever, and now my childhood is ruined. You don't ruin your childhood. You still have those memories. Anyway, even my favorite movie of all time kind of did that, which is The Godfather. And there's a famous scene, or a famous photograph of a particular scene, where one of the actors didn't want to memorize his lines. And so another actor had cue cards, like, stapled or taped to his costume, his suit. So in the scene, the one actor could just look at the cue cards and rattle off his lines. And obviously they didn't frame it that way. but there is a behind the scenes picture where you see the cue cards, and it doesn't ruin the magic, but whenever that scene comes up, I can't get it out of my head, and I'm like, man, there's cue cards stapled to his chest. So, I don't know. It's just, I don't like having, oh, come on. I don't like having that magic ruined, you know? I can't be the only one. I've got friends, and I think my mom also, like, they eat that stuff up. They eat up special features. They will watch every second of special features, especially movies they really enjoy. For me, I would tend to watch the special features of movies I don't necessarily enjoy, because then I don't really care if the magic is ruined. You know what I mean? So, like, I've never seen the Fast and the Furious movies aside from the first one, and I don't even remember it. And I've heard that, like, Fast and the Furious, starting with number 5, gets so ridiculous and silly and over the top that it's really fun. That one I wouldn't mind seeing the behind the scenes of. Especially there's the one scene where they, like, launch 2 racing cars out of a large transport plane, and they just parachute to the ground and just drive off or whatever. And they did that stunt for real. Like, they actually shoved 2 cars out of a large passenger aircraft and parachuted them down, which is freaking awesome. And that's the kind of crap that I would like to see some background information on. That would be rad. And I'm also curious about that specific thing from, like, a pilot's point of view. Because, I mean, you know, the cars are a couple tons each. And so all of a sudden you've got, like, 4 tons of weight that is no longer in your aircraft. I mean, that's going to futz with the balance of the plane. It's just cool. I would love to know everything behind that scene. So, anyway. Enough about movies. Let's get back to Monster Rancher. Need to start training. Need to get her intelligence to not one. Screw it. Go do training. I was gonna say it's so close that I don't want to do. Wait, am I not supposed to do training for babies? Is that still a thing in this game? I don't know. Let's give it a try anyway. I mean, if I'm not supposed to, I'm not supposed to. Oh, we haven't seen this one before because we haven't had any intelligence monsters. Yeah, swim. That's got to be annoying for her since she's a flying creature. She's like, why don't I just flap my wings a little harder and get over this? 12 points. Keep it going. It doesn't seem that training really hacks into life expectancy if my Naga managed to get to freaking 4.5 years old. As of this recording, the episode where I asked about that has not aired yet. So if someone has directly answered me about training, I haven't seen your response yet. But my point is, it, at least anecdotally for me, it doesn't seem that way, because Nagas, in my experience, traditionally don't make 4 years. They barely usually make 2. Like, most of mine go down at 2 to 2.5. So not pleasant. But, she seems to... Darth Naga seem to be doing alright, so... Come on, Bum Bum. You're better than that. Pull those carrots out. Alright, so... She's okay. Alright, why don't you rest again? I don't trust her into an official D-class tournament yet. There's just too many numbers I need to start raising before I do that. So we'll skip the tournament, but do a little bit of training. She's got to be cold wearing that next to nothing thong. Alright, into intelligence. We'll probably get up to about 320 at this point. Or wait, no, she just passed 200, right? Wait, where is she? Oh god, that looks so bad. She was just like face down as she was drowning. Holy crap. Alright, there we go, 250. Alright, that's where we're at. Fair enough. I might be able to get her intelligence to 300 before we get much further. Since she's predisposed to getting high intelligence, I may as well go for it. I always do this in Monster Rancher, though. Having a power-dependent monster and an intelligence-dependent monster breed is a little weird, because what you get is a monster who is fairly balanced, but that also means they aren't grossly leaning toward one particular skill or another. So I might just raise a third Generation 1 monster and then breed that one with either the Pixie or Darth Naga, depending on their skill at that point. Or their main attribute, so that's my plan. But I don't like making too many plans when I do Let's Plays. Not as fun for me. It's way more fun to screw around and do something stupid and enjoy the comments that result from my stupidity. Oh shoot, maybe it's not a stink bug. We have a cardboard cutout and it keeps falling over and dragging itself against things. Maybe that's what I'm hearing behind me. Oh man. Alright, just a little bit more Bum and you'll be at 300. I'm curious how that looks when the other creatures do it. Do they, like, if you send a Naga out to do intelligence training, does he actually try to mental his way through carrots? Or, hi, sexy pose. Bum has been spoiled too much. Okay. I mean, I'm still working her, so I don't know what her problem is, unless it's just because I rested her too often. Come on, Bum. That's a bad Bum. I'm gonna spank that Bum. Alright. Yup. Keep it going. You're not at 300 yet. Better get to 300. I will kick you. Hold on. Is that 300? Nope, you're still short. I can't tell if she's grown up. She's just sort of in the camera right now. I don't think she has she? Holly I almost called her Lolly. Holly probably, when she says something to the effect of blah 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 adolescence, then that probably means they're physically bigger too. I don't know. I have trouble noticing it. Oh my god. Bum. Come on, man. Lady. You gotta try harder. At least you've got a decent amount of loyalty now. Now I'm firm. Well, if she'd stop failing, I'd stop being so firm. And if she wasn't spoiled, I'd stop being so firm. There we go. Alright, intelligence up. So, when's the next tournament? Is it this month? Yeah, it is. Alright, shit. Alright, let's get your speed to 150, because that shouldn't take you long. And then we'll rest you, and then we'll give it a try. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, cool. So she got speed 150. That'll be her main defense, because pixies don't like their life stat going up very high. Alright, looking at the clock. Actually, I was late hitting the button, so I guess I'll stop here because I'd barely have enough time to get into the tournament. So, even if this is about 30 seconds early, I'll call a stop to this one. In the next episode, we'll head into the official tournament, give it a shot, and we'll see if we can get Bum to the C-Class. Thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you again tomorrow for another episode.